What's up, family? Welcome to this edition, Yash Qaraah. This one is Hidden Secrets, y'all. And I think I needed to do this because there's a lot of things that's going to take place that you all are not going to understand. First off the bat, let me explain why I call it Hidden Secrets. In this quick episode, I'm going to be letting you guys know where there's things like Malaysia airline flight 370 disappeared. Do y'all really believe that plane disappeared? And then they trying to pin the tail on the funky by saying these two Malaysian guys was sort of like terrorists. You notice how they always have you in this terrorist mode, right? It's a setup by design. The flight 370 out of Malaysia was not abducted or crashed. A lot of those people are in New World Order camps. Yes, I said it. Now, just know this. Do you really believe the plane just dropped off the radar? Are y'all really that damn crazy? With all the technology they have in this world, they can't find a big-ass 370 plane coming out of Malaysia, but they know where the best ginger ale and ginger is in any country. They can pinpoint it through Google search with the satellites, but they can't find a plane. Come on, y'all. Look, what did I say in my last segments and in my blog talk shows? I will be getting back to blog talk, by the way. Y'all, I just been busy, man. Brother got to pay bills, and these last days, the bills are more inedible and higher to pay now than ever. So I stay busy, man. But what was said in a lot of my blog talk shows and a lot of my past segments, things will start to happen that we can't explain, but the Most High told us that, right? They are testing your knowledge. They want to see how many of you all can figure it out what they're doing. And I have to be honest, out of 5, 6, 7 billion people in the world, not even 100 million are aware. I mean, let's be real. There's close to 7 billion people in the world. And the question is, well, Yash, how many of you think know what you're saying to be true? Y'all really want to know that number and my honest opinion? And I have to say my honest opinion because I can't give y'all an accurate number, but damn it, I can give you a close enough accurate opinion. You can make your own minds. Out of 7 billion people in this world, how many people really are in the know and understand what I'm saying to this day? Probably 10 to 20 million people. Now listen to what I just said. Between 10 to 20 million people get what I'm saying. I know y'all want to believe it's 100 million, it's 500 million. No. It's only 10 to 20 million people that's going to get this throughout the world. Now, ain't that some heavy stuff for you, man? And see, they do things like this just to see if you guys gonna catch on. Because see, there's more people in the world than government, than the military. If the people were to get together, they can stop anything. But you're so gullible. Whatever Anderson Cooper of CNN said, you're gonna believe it. Of what's that dude named Wolf or the Situation Room in CNN, you're gonna believe it. Whatever entertainers tell you, you're going to believe it. You're so hook-winged and dumbfounded with these idolaters, you believe anything they tell you. They did that right up under your noses. Now remember, in a couple of my segments back, in my awareness videos, and a lot of my films, music, Industry Part 2, I told you all that that Ukraine thing was just a stage. And I told you maybe some death in it, but they needed that moment for you all to get wrapped up in that so they could do something with this 370 flight. The 370 flight never fell off the radar. They basically put that damn plane somewhere else and put all those people in the camps. That sounds crazy, don't it? Like, they did. They can't find not one shirt, not one shoestring, not one damn piece of evidence that their bodies are consumed, decomposed, or dead. That's why the family still got hope. What they did to the Flight 370 is the same thing they did to the Flight 911. It never happened. A lot of those people didn't get killed. A lot of those people in camps. They took them off the planes and put them in camps. Now, remember how in the last days there will be a lot of people in imprisonment without no one's knowledge and knowing where they are. A lot of people are in prison right now, and they're not dead. They're doing hard labor, like slave labor. Y'all don't believe that, do you? I'm telling you, man, they got that slave labor. And I ain't talking about, like working for pennies, working in a Chinese shop, putting Apple computer together. That's luxury. I'm talking about literally working you 20 hours a day with no one knowing where you are and literally beating you worse than Kunta Kinte. Now that sounds really facetious, doesn't it? There's a place with all these camps with the New World Order that they got stored for you and myself, if it came down to be, to try to put us in these camps and enslave us and literally make Kunta Kinte look like a condom. Now, if you saw 12 Years of Slavery, that's nothing compared to what they're doing in the New World Order. They literally beating the living hell out of these people, man. And they don't want to kill them. They're just stringing them along. So ask yourself this. Do you really believe that that flight just disappeared after listening to what I just said? Do you really believe that these people are nowhere to be found? Not even a coat, a fucking piece of lead, a camera, all the tourists was on there, right? Paper, no debris, nothing. It just disappeared. They tell you the force of the plane hit so hard in the aircraft and everything went to the bottom of the sea. Come on, y'all. They made a movie about this a while back. A guy posted this on Facebook, and I forgot the name of the movie. But anyway, they wasn't talking about a plane. They were talking about a 370 bus. The bus just disappeared. They never found it. The people died. Don't believe that crap. They put it in pictures before they actually do it in real life. Hidden secrets. Did you know that there are a lot of Illuminati recruiters working at places like Hooters, Buffalo Wild Wings, prestigious hotels, looking for recruits? And they're part of Illuminati. They don't even need the job. They're just there to find recruits. Did y'all know that? Did you also know that they've already have it set up in 50 states on how they're going to take each state down one by one? They have everything in place. And the hidden secret is you don't know that they're there, but they've been there all along. How they're going to close down the grids, how they're going to shut down the highways and barricade it off, how they're going to shut down the water system or poison the water system, how they're going to force you out your homes and into the middle of the streets begging for FEMA to help you, how you're going to absolutely be willing to take that mark of the beast. Now, they're trying to debunk the mark of the beast with this motion picture thing. These commercials, the mark of the beast, all of that, right? The Lord told you they was going to do that. They're making you believe that that's just all a bunch of hoorah. But what exactly the mark of the beast? And y'all going for it again. All they got to do is put it on TV, you believe it. So As I said, I started up the segment. Out of 6 to 7 billion people, how many people are woke? 10 to 20 million. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, the numbers are fierce, very small when it comes to knowledge and understanding. People don't want to believe that people can be that evil. We just can't grasp, like, I don't believe it. Would nobody do that? You don't want to believe people can be that evil. But they are. And just as sure as day, they're going to do another one. And whenever they get ready to do something crazy, they usually cause some type of drama in another country, or they put some type of emphasis on a relationship or some celebrity. Whenever they got you focused on something, they get ready to do something. See, everybody was into that Ukraine thing. And while you guys were so into that Ukraine, they had time to empty out the plane, put the people in prison, and then get rid of the plane and say, well, we don't know what happened to it. It took them a couple of weeks to do this because everybody was watching the Ukraine and Russia thing. You see that? What did I say in my last segment? It's a cover-up. It's a cover-up because usually when they got that much attention on one thing, they're doing something other than what the news is reporting. It's almost like don't let the left hand see what the right hand doing. You see this? So now they tell you the plane is missing. Here y'all going, oh my goodness, I can't believe it fell off the radar. I guess it was bad weather. I wanted to do a quick segment to let y'all know there's a lot of hidden secrets going on. You're going to start seeing a lot of crazy things. Things that are not going to be able, no one can explain but the people who put it together, led by the puppeteers and the puppet masters who the elites. Because now more than ever, they got all 50 states set up to shut down each grid simultaneously. I'm telling you, they got it already set. They just want to see how quick that you guys can understand what they're doing. And the most part, you sleep. Everybody slept on the flight 370 of Malaysia. What's going to happen when they close down the grids? Same thing. You're going to be in the middle of the street screaming for FEMA. Y'all take care. Talk to you soon. One love.